This is the first of 3 battles in this video. These are World of Warships ranked battles. We're at Tier 10. In this battle we have 2 DDs, 1 cruiser, and 3 battleships on each side. I will be driving the Gearing in all 3 battles. The Gearing is a multi-purpose destroyer. I have her spec'd out more as a gunboat than a torp boat. However, her torpedoes are still very effective. I run the legendary mod on her, so I have the same detectability that Shimakaze has, meaning about 5.6 kilometers. It does cause my guns to be slightly slower reload, but on this captain build I have a little faster reload when I'm detected because I'm running Fearless Brawler. Okay, I will be fast forwarding every once in a while to get us through the slow parts in order to fit 3 battles into one decent length video. Okay, we are seeing the first Sevastopol, the new Tier 10 Russian cruiser in the game. It's a research bureau ship. A lot of hype going around this ship. We'll see how good it is. It does not have radar, so that helps, although when I was doing the battle I wasn't aware it doesn't have radar. On our side we have Mino, which I haven't found out if it has radar or if it's a smoke ship. It does look like I have the Daring on this side since he has me in Hydro, and according to my RPF he is coming around the edge of this island, so I'm going to try to see what he's up to. I only have my friendly Prussian for help here. I'm out of range of his Hydro because it's a very short range Hydro. Flying firing into the smoke to see if I can't find him here. I already used my torps. Earlier, trying to catch anybody that might have been coming in wide around that island on that side. Not hitting anything. We're holding up the cap, making them work for whatever they want to get. So it looks like the Prussian and I are sitting here dealing with their Montana, Sevastopol, and Daring on this side. Now that Daring has me spotted, I have him spotted.
Engine boost activated.
We'll trade a few shots here. Now Daring, I believe, does have a heal, also has the ability to use conga line torps. Last thing I want to do is take a solid hit of HE from the Montana, though. She can do serious damage to me in a hurry.
Problem solved, sir.
Montana's from the Pirates of the Seven Seas clan. That's a clan that we've seen in clan battles before. Alright. A little too much pressure here. I'm going to just harass them, but I'm not going to be able to do a whole lot with them. Hopefully our team is going to be able to take the Charlie Cap. Looks like we've pushed around there and they're going to push in on our Prussian pretty hard. See if I can do something to slow that up a little bit. Okay, I have torps ready.
Engine boost deactivated.
I'm going to send them at the Sevastopol since Montana's already too far ahead. Can't get him around that island. Maybe I'll get lucky and catch the gearing with, or the daring with Torp 2. That'd be real sweet. I think it was about now that I realized Sevastopol doesn't have any radar since he isn't using it. Oh, haha.
We've destroyed an enemy cruiser.
Well, first time I saw a Sevastopol, I sank one. That's alright. But now we have sank that, and their other gearing is down on the other side. But I'm a little trouble here with this daring. The thing about the daring is it also has a heel, so I am not doing as much damage to it as I wish I were. Be a good idea if I were to use my smoke. I don't know why I'm not.
Problem solved, sir.
Probably didn't realize it was up that soon.
Smoke generator started.
I think he's going to get me.
Engine boost activated.
Yep, okay. I'm down. So I will go ahead and fast forward through the remainder of the battle. It'll be quick.
Our victory is in sight.
And then at the end of this battle, I will put up my closing credit stat sheet, and then after that, I'll run the second battle. Okay, in this battle, it just so happens I have Upper Deckard from Team Rocco. He has been a merc for us in clan battles and is a friend to our clan. I am the only DD on my team, and there are 2 cruisers and 3 battleships on each team. I'm up against a Shimakaze. The other team has a Stalingrad for radar. My team has a Puerto Rico.
Action stations.
As before, I'll fast forward through some of the lead-in stuff, and we'll get going into this battle. I don't really care for what I see over at Charlie. It's too far away. So I'm going into Alpha Cap. Prefer to keep my team together. And fortunately, they were willing to go the same direction I was and not waste any of our forces over at Charlie. The problem on this particular map is anybody who goes to Charlie is too far away from the action to help out at what's happening at Alpha and Bravo. And Alpha and Bravo are so close together that that's where all of the action really happens. So it does look like they have at least 2 ships, maybe 3 ships going over to Charlie Cap. So they left 3 ships over here. All of my team is over here, and we have a good chance that we're going to be able to overwhelm them on this side. Let's see how this goes. Looks like we put a good lick on the Montana already. Personally, I would like to find the Shimakaze. While Shimmy puts out a cloud of torps, her guns aren't so great, and I can usually deal with Shimmy one-on-one. There is the Shimakaze. It's a long ways around this island, but you never want to go up that middle in between the 2 islands. You can see the Goliath just waiting for somebody silly enough to do it. Shimmy has probably sent torps through there. I did, as you saw. And every once in a while I catch somebody who's kind of hanging out there near the opening. So our Yamato was pointing out that 3 of their battleships, well, 2 battleships and the Stalingrad, which is their radar cruiser, all went over to Charlie. They're a long ways away from the action and too far away to recover and be a lot of help on this side. Now that cloud of smoke is very likely Shimmy sitting in his smoke. I would rather stay away from the Goliath. Puts out a lot of HE, does a lot of damage, but my RPF is saying Shimmy's right here, and there he is. Okay, we have identical detection. My guns are better than his guns, as long as I can hit him. As long as I stay away from his torp angles, there's not very much he's going to be able to do with me. There.
Enemy destroyer foundered.
Now,
Off to a great start.
stay where his nose was, and there's nothing he can do. Smoke up quick. I sent torps toward the smoke. Maybe I'll catch one on the Shikishima. Shikishima has these beautiful guns. Big, big guns. But an easy target for my battleships once they can see her. Now Goliath is known as a fire starter. Also has a super heal, so even if I do catch her on fire, not very much that I can do with her. Those were torps from somebody on my team. It must have been Schlieffen. I don't think... Well, I guess Colbert could have torps. That's a French cruiser. Fast-firing light cruiser. Looks like we've got Goliath on the ropes. I'm shooting HE because I can penetrate Goliath hull on a broadside. And she's down. Okay, we've got 2 down. And their ships are still way the heck over at Charlie, hanging out over there. Now the Shikishima is broadside to my ships, and you can hear the thunder in the background from her guns. A lot of people pick up the Shikishima for coal, or sorry, for steel, just to have those guns. Personally, I like something that shoots a little bit faster and more accurately. Got great range. But she's way too close to the action and not going to do well. She's not a brawler. She's not going to be here very long. Shikishima is a lot like a Yamato in that its broadside is very easy to citadel. Now the opposing team's Stalingrad and battleships are starting to get into firing range, but not going to be enough to help them, I don't think. My biggest concern right here is getting caught by an accidental shell fired at my 2 escorts here while I try to get through them. And I'm actually going to head over to Charlie Cap and try to take that one while sending torps at the Stalingrad. We now own Alpha and Bravo
All
Cap.
stations, concentrate fire on the target. Acknowledged. Alle Stationen, melde Position eines strategischen Ziels.
Okay, the opposing Montana, one of them is about to go down.
Our victory is in sight.
Fortunately, our Montana got whacked by the Stalingrad. So we're still ahead by 2 ships and a lot of points. Not a done deal yet, but we're much closer. There.
Our
My
victory
friend
is in sight.
Upper Deckard took out that low health Montana. Unfortunately, Stalingrad now got his
Engine boost activated.
2nd kill on our Puerto Rico. Now this Montana's in an awkward spot. He's not able to shoot or do anything, but we can't get to him either. Even my torps are going to have a hard time doing anything with him. If I stayed here and waited, I could probably get them, but I don't want to waste 20 seconds while I'm buzzing around to Charlie Cap to go get him. So let me fast forward a bit, because nothing exciting is going to happen here.
Das war ein großartiges Gefecht.
He's not being a whole lot of help to his team other than making me dodge a little bit to try to get around. Now I will slow up a bit. The Stalingrad is complaining bitterly about his team. My team is pointing out how they made the mistake
Engine
of
boost
splitting up.
deactivated.
And sometimes that is good, but you have to be able to support both parts of your team when you do that. This map, if you split up, you're going to get picked apart if one team stays together. Alright, looks like that Montana might be sneaking out there a bit. Stalingrad's complaining about both his Montanas. Well, I don't know. This one wasn't a lot of help to his team, but the other one seemed to try. There, I got a couple torps into him. He's probably regretting sneaking out like he did. Okay, in this last of 3 battles, I am one of 2 DDs, and then we also have 3 cruisers this time, and only 1 battleship. The other side has a potential 3 radar cruisers. On my side, I have potentially 2 radar cruisers. I say potentially because Mino could be a smoke or radar. Now the other side has a
General
Sherman,
quarters.
which is a DD killer on its own. Has hydro, likes to sit and smoke and fire its sap shells at anybody in range. There's a Shimikaze on each side, and if I have the chance, I'd rather deal with the other Shimikaze than the Sherman at first. But we take whatever we get. And you see that we're on the same map as last time. This isn't deja vu. Unfortunately, my team is splitting up this time. Looks like most of them are headed for Charlie. Now, I apologize early, but when we get to the end of this battle, I forgot to take snapshots of the closing credits. My Mino is telling Des Moines, well done. I think he's being snarky with him because Des Moines going the long way around those islands north of sea. Actually, I don't think that's a bad idea. Des Moines needs to protect his broadside, and Mino could be very well putting himself into a bad spot too early, but each to his or her own. We'll see how it works out. Now we can see Puerto Rico and Kremlin coming in here. Puerto Rico has radar. Hard to say where the other ships have gone to. I just hope I'm not going to get the same thing happen to me this battle that we did to the other team in the last battle, but my team chose to split up. However, Conqueror's in a pretty good spot where he can hit both sides. Des Moines is totally committed to Charlie.
Attention, reporting the target position.
Mino can reach into both caps. Shimmy can torp
Torpedoes, astern.
back this way with, well, he only has 12k torps on my
Torpedoes,
team.
astern.
And their Shimmy has 12k torps. This looks like
Torpedoes, astern.
2 out of the 3 sets. There's the 4th set, or 3rd set of Shimmy torps. So we know now that we have Shimmy on this side. Sherman can only put out 2 torps on each side, so we know it wasn't the Sherman. And there we found him over there. Their Des Moines is over there. So we still don't know where their Mino is. Don't know where their... Well, we do know where the Shimmy is. We know where Kremlin is. Okay, so Mino is the missing ship, since I know where the Shimmy is. In fact, I think I have the Shimmy on RPF right now. I'm going to go a little bit wide around this island so I don't accidentally run into the Mino unexpectedly. Our radar Mino at this range would eat me up. Puerto Rico's slow reload but heavy broadside would damage me but not kill me, as long as I can get outside his radar range. There's the shimmy. Okay, let's start shooting. Trying to get my nose pointed toward him so that any torps that he might have gotten off are not likely going to be able to hit me, or I can dodge him easier. Knocked out his engine.
Torpedoes to starboard.
There, and here come his
We've sunk
torps.
an enemy destroyer.
Torpedoes to starboard.
How interesting. Let's get speed boost going so I can dodge around these guys.
Smoke generator started.
Our team has taken the lead.
Don't know why I smoked. I think I was trying to hit the speed boost button and accidentally hit the smoke button, but oh well. No torps hit me. I've still got almost all of my health. Both of their DDs are down now. One of my ships was able to get the Forrest Sherman. I suspect that was the Des Moines that did that.
Smoke screen set.
And I'm just taking shots at anything I can reach, which looks like that's the Puerto Rico.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target. Affirmative.
Now in this battle, as I was starting to say earlier, I did not remember to get snapshots of the closing credits. I do know that I ended up, I believe, third on the team list, but I included this battle because it's a good example of what a destroyer is supposed to be doing. I'm helping to control the caps. I am
All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
spotting. Right now, I think I'm the one that's got Puerto Rico spotted. I don't think our Conqueror or Mino could be seeing it unless it's shooting.
Much obliged, Commander.
And then, of course, I dealt with the Shimakaze on the other side. So all of those contributions to the team are essential for a destroyer. If you're not doing those things, then all you're doing is running
Engine
around,
boost
smoking and
deactivated.
shooting and trying to rack up damage numbers. You're really not helping the team. But I see destroyers do that all too often. Or they rush into the cap. Their whole intent is to take the cap, and that's all that they're trying to do. And then they end up dying early. You've got to do a little of this, do a little of that. I capped the easy one. I snuck around when I
Victory is
could.
in sight.
But now that I'm in a safe area, I am able to take this cap. I am also aware that Puerto Rico has a radar. If he turns it on, I am going to be in a bit of trouble, but his guns are not pointed toward me. And it's possible my torps are going to catch him, and it looks like I am going to catch him with at least one. He doesn't die first. There.
Enemy cruiser destroyed.